54, Roberta Garnett. And freshman number 55, Amy Carver. Now for your starting lineups. First, for Van Buren, 8 guard, 5'7" senior number 10, Kristen Ayot. For Jonesport Beals, 8 guard, 5'5" senior number 12, Samantha Stewart. For Van Buren, a forward, 5'8" sophomore, number 12, Christy Wright. For Jonesport Beals, 8 guard, 5'5" senior number 30, Sonia Andrews. For Van Buren, 8 guard, 5'4" junior number 14, Lucretia Gaillon. For Jonesport Beals, at center, a 6' junior number 32, Trisha Carver. For Van Buren, 8 guard, 5'2", freshman number 15, Nicole Corbin. For Jonesport Beals, 8 guard, 5'5", junior number 40, Angela Merchant. For Van Buren, a center, 5'9", junior number 22, Denise Marquis. And for Jonesport Beals, a forward, 5'7", junior number 52, Lillian Durkee. The officials for tonight's game are Mr. Sawyer, Mr. Anderson, and Mr. Kennens. At this time, would you please stand and remove your hats as we honor our country with the playing of our national anthem by the Van Buren High School Band under the direction of James Perkins. Thank you.
Van Buren High School Band getting things off to a start here at this Thursday evening edition of high school basketball. The semifinals in Class D continue this evening for both girls and boys. Jonesport Beals Royalettes coming out on the floor. Now the Crusaders of Van Buren in their gold uniforms. Blue trim. And Trisha Carver, at 6 feet tall, will be jumping center.
She'll go up against Denise Marquis.
Denise Marquis on the other side. Marquis at 5'9", Carver at 6 feet. Andrews has it for Jonesport Beals. Stewart now in the corner inside. Carver and Merchant will put it up and off. Carver with the rebound, back up and in.
Trisha Carver.
A little bit of full court pressure here by Jonesport Beals. Van Buren passing well, and there's Carver getting back in that passing lane, knocks the ball out of bounds.
Christy Wright will play it in for the Crusaders. Comes inside to Corbin. Corbin drives in the lane, underneath, fake, travel.
Traveling violation.
Denise Marquis taking steps at that time. And so the Royalettes come back down court. Eastern Maine semifinal just underway. Knocked loose and stolen by Marquis.
Trying to get the ball inside to Durkee that time.
Van Buren with the ball. Now they throw it away. Christy Wright tried to save it in, but had her foot out of bounds when she had the ball in her hand. So here we go with the Royalettes. Andrews coming across the timeline. Top of the circle. Throws it intended for Christy Carver, but picked up by Merchant. And in the corner to Stewart. Looking inside to Carver. And there's Andrews with a three-point attempt. Merchant with the rebound. Merchant bottled up underneath the basket, gets it out to Andrews. And Merchant looking long, cross-court pass, almost stolen. Stewart goes in the lane, puts it up, and gets the roll.
Sure did. Hung right on the rim there.
So it's a 4-0 ball game right now. The Royalettes quickly down court. Nicole Corbin quickly got back before the defense was set and laid it in.
Nice job of breaking the press that time.
Andrews to Merchant inside. Carver puts it up left-handed off the glass. 6-2. Now a foul called on Carver. On defense, she tried to get it back.
And notice that Jonesport Beals is going to drop back right now. They can't afford to have Carver get in foul trouble, and that's one of the tendencies when you try to press. You have a tendency to pick up some fouls there.
It's a very early foul for Carver with 6:07 remaining in the first period, picking up her first and the team's first. Outside now to Marquis, goes inside, stops, can't shoot against Carver, gets it back out. Driving inside is Nicole Corbin, and she draws the foul. So Van Buren will play it out underneath her own basket.
It's going to be Andrews' first foul, team second.
Christy Wright will play it in to Marquis. Out it comes to Gaillon. And now the long one off the rim by Wright. And the Royalettes come back with it. Andrews going to the side of the circle, now down side of the lane in the corner to Merchant. Rebound tipped by Marquis, and Marquis finally gets it after it's scrambled for a second. Long pass down court to Ayotte, and now Marquis travels as she tries to drive in the lane. So Andrews does the ball handling for the Jonesport Beals team. Merchant in the corner. Stewart open for a moment. Whips it in for the spin around jumper by Carver that misses. And Jonesport Beals comes out with it. Durkee and then Andrews on the side of the lane again.
Good second effort by Andrews. Follows her shot. Finds herself all alone in the lane.
A 6-point lead now for Jonesport Beals, 8-2. Missing badly is Wright. This is Stewart for the Royalettes. Off to Durkee. Andrews with it. And get a shot away. Stewart. The defense put up right now. They've got a couple people on Carver, but she steps beside the lane and pops it off the glass again. And it's 10-2.
She's just so strong, and she squares up well, uses the backboard textbook.
Crusaders working the ball around outside Nicole Corbin to Gaillon. Back to Corbin. Corbin will go over on the left side, take a little pop shot there. Nice shot from the side of the lane. Nobody went out to get her, and she wasn't very far away.
Exactly.
From the basket.
They were packing it in, left her all alone.
10-4. Andrews again. The foul line. 12-4. The Royalettes move ahead in a hurry in this one. Gaillon Out front, number 14, Corbin. Corbin gets on the side of the lane again, but gives it to Ayotte. Over to Wright. Ayotte shot, good. Kristen Ayotte putting 2 down for the Crusaders. It's 12-6, a 6-point lead for Jonesport Beals. Stewart in the corner with it. Goes along the baseline, puts up a jumper that misses, and the Crusaders have the ball.
It's going to be important for Van Buren to limit the number of shots, the number of looks that Jonesport Beals has at the basket.
Marquis, and now back out front it goes for the shot that misses by Corbin. Stewart quickly down court again. Royalettes wasting no time setting it up. Now it goes over the head of Stewart.
Tried to throw that skip pass over the top and just got a little too much on it. Coming into the game now for Jonesport Beals, number 34, Chelsea Carver, a 5'7" sophomore. And also in number 55, Amy Carver, a 5'8" freshman.
Okay, let's see what the Crusaders can get going now. Keep this lead from going too far away. And Marquis finds the range.
Good balance, a good balanced attack from Van Buren as 3 or 4 players have already gotten on the board.
Merchant tries to get it inside. It's stolen away by Marquis. And Lucretia Gaillon coming down with it. Ayotte open for a moment. Corbin. Wright puts it up in
and
air.
Now it's Wright's turn.
Everybody takes a turn. That's right, for Van Buren.
Keep hitting those shots, you'll climb right back into this real quick.
Especially if you can get really good balance, they can stay with him. Merchant puts her team ahead by 4. 14-10 with 1:35 remaining in period number 1. This first period moving right along without too many fouls. In the corner, Corbin puts it inside. Wright goes up with it. And it's a 2-point game.
Beat them down on the baseline that time. Went right up off glass.
Andrews back for the Royalettes. And now this time it's stolen again by Ayotte. Taken right back by Andrews. In 16.
In, around, went back off the board,
That's right.
back in.
There's an errant pass. And Jonesport Beals will come right back with it with 55 seconds remaining. Andrews with the ball in the corner to Chelsea Carver. Inside Tricia Carver. I think we have 3 Carvers in the lineup right now for Jonesport Beals.
All cousins, I believe.
Marquis and Wright. Their shooting is really good. Their perimeter shooting is very good, and they'll have to keep that up. It's a 2-point lead now for Jonesport Beals. Merchant. And Andrews play pass with it. Merchant puts it up, and a rebound by Van Buren. A tie-up.
Jump ball.
But it'll be Van Buren's ball.
Possession Van Buren.
Good look there at Coach Blaine Steves.
Wright
Jonesport Beals.
and Tricia Carver both had their hands on the ball. Crusaders back with it. Marquis. Now at the foul line, a shot is up and missing by Corbin. And after 1, 16-14, we'll be back in a moment.
At the end of the first quarter, Jonesport Beals 16,
You're watching tournament basketball on the stations of Maine PBS.
Okay, back at the Bangor Auditorium where the Jonesport Beals High School Royalettes are leading the Van Buren District Secondary School Crusaders 16-14, and we're beginning the second period with the Royalettes playing the ball in. Angela Merchant. Got some discussion
Well, they wanted to
at the
substitute.
Van Buren bench. I'm sorry.
They were going to substitute in for, I believe it's Wright, but the substitute didn't get to the table in time, and now Wright's having to tie her shoe back up. Actually, it's a ankle brace that she's working on right now. Probably she wanted to come out just to adjust that, but.
Christy Wright, a 5'8" sophomore, working to get back to get back in the game.
I bet she didn't know that everybody be watching her tie her shoes.
Boys basketball immediately following this one, a Class D semifinal between Jonesport Beals boys and Central Aroostook. Yeah, that'll start directly after this contest. A good game so far. Jonesport Beals leading by 2. Andrews with it.
It's been a very good game so far. We've seen some very good outside shooting by Van Buren.
Andrews for 3. Underneath the backboard, out of bounds. Van Buren's ball. Nicole Corbin, 15, doing the dribbling up court to Ayotte. Ayotte comes top of the circle to Gaillon. Gaillon gets it back.
Jonesport Beals switched to a player-to-player defense now, as we said, Van Buren has been hitting those outside shots, so they've come out to pick them up.
Marquis with it. Right down inside the Marquis. Now it's up and in by Gaillon. Knotted at 16. Second period just underway. Andrews to Merchant inside. Tricia Carver wheels in the lane, comes back out to Andrews from the foul line.
That's going to be important for Jonesport Beals. That time as Carver got the ball inside, she drew 3 defenders and she kicked it back outside. Andrews able to nail that foul line jumper.
2-point lead for the Royalettes. This is Ayotte giving it to Gaillon. Dogged out front by Merchant. Corbin comes out to get it, guarded by Andrews. Inside it goes. Marquis. Corbin starts to shoot, then goes along the baseline, gets it back outside to Gaillon. And now they come out to Ayotte, working the ball around well, and a foul being called on Merchant.
Jonesport Beals foul on number 40.
That's going to be Merchant's first foul and the team's third.
Jonesport Beals leading by 2. They have 3 team fouls. And on for the Crusaders of Van Buren. Corbin's jump shot is off. Rebound to Royalettes. Lillian Durkee gets the rebound. In the corner, Merchant. Durkee will take a shot from the foul line, off the glass and in.
Lillian Durkee.
4-point lead now, 20-16. 5:38 remaining in the half. Driving inside is Gaillon. She gets it back out to Marquis, to Corbin. Goes over on the left side. Guarded by Andrews. Looking to pass around, get somebody open. And open for the shot was Ayotte, but didn't take it, and finally took a step, took a double dribble. She was open, but didn't take the shot while she had the time.
Started to lose her balance there, too.
Andrews with a team leading by 4, 20-16. Durkee. And lost out of bounds by Stewart.
Coming into the game now for Van Buren, number 20, Heather Parent, the 5'7" sophomore.
Corbin doing the dribbling in backcourt. Now some pressure coming from Jonesport Beals. Inside, Marquis goes right to the basket, up and in.
Nice job cutting back to the left side, opened up the lane for her.
5'9" Marquis scoring for Van Buren. Stewart fakes, now goes inside, hands off in there to Durkee, and a tie-up.
Van Buren's doing a very nice job when they get the ball in down on the low post. They've got people sagging in, helping out dig the post, and able to tie it up that time.
Good hustling defense by the Crusaders, and they come back down court. Corbin with the ball, 4:28 remaining in the half. In the corner with it, Heather Parent. Back out to Gaillon. Double teamed, gets it over to Corbin, but throws it over her head, and Corbin can't save it. It's out of bounds.
Jonesport Beals seems to have stepped up the defensive intensity a little bit, and the last couple of times down, Van Buren's had a tough time with it.
Trapping as soon as they come into forecourt. Chelsea Carver back in the lineup. She has the basketball right now, number 34, a 5'7" sophomore. And there's Andrews again.
Andrews really having a nice game so far.
Andrews.
Said 10 points so far.
Sharpshooting Andrews makes it 22-18. Bottle up inside was Gaillon. Now Marquis in the lane may have traveled.
Traveling violation.
A couple of times that's happened. She's tried to make that move across the lane, and Tricia Carver's gone up with her, and I think there's a little bit of hesitation when you see that, and she shuffled her feet.
Merchant will try long off the rim. Comes down to the Crusaders. Christy Wright gets the ball. This is Corbin. Nicole Corbin. Parent. And Wright. 3:15 remaining in the half. Gaillon. Lucretia Gaillon giving it to Corbin. Pesky defense now. Crusaders need to solve it. Parent is open. Missing badly. Carver with the rebound. The Royalettes quickly down court. Merchant leads the pack, puts it up. It doesn't get the roll. And the rebound comes down to Van Buren. And right away a foul on Andrews, trying to steal the ball back. Fouling Christy Wright.
Jonesport Beals foul on number 30.
It's going to be the team's fourth foul.
Checking in for Jonesport Beals.
Coming in now for the Royalettes, number 44, Carrie Woodward, a 5'8" junior.
24.
Serwa in the ball game now for Van Buren. Nicole Serwa. And Corbin will do the ball handling chores for the Crusaders with 2:41 remaining in the half. This is Ayotte looking inside. Back to Corbin. And they want timeout. Crusaders want to talk it over. And they trail by 4, 22-18.
They'll take a 20-second timeout. And they're having a little bit of a difficult time adjusting to the man-to-man player-to-player defense that Jonesport Beals is throwing at them right now. In the first quarter, Jonesport Beals was playing the zone. They were sagging, kind of packing it back in. Van Buren heated up from the outside with 3 or 4 players getting involved with the shooting. So they had to kind of extend the defense, come out, match up player to player, and right now the Crusaders are having a difficult time penetrating.
The Royalettes did come out to shut down the perimeter shooting, that's right. Now they're working it around again, trying to get someone open. Marquis inside, they go this time. She goes in the lane, but she travels again.
Traveling violation.
Marquis is getting free and moving in the lane, but she's had a couple of traveling violations.
Well, when she got the ball that time, Jonesport Beals really collapsed inside on her, double, even triple teamed, and that caused the turnover.
Andrews goes in the lane again, bounces off the rim and drops down through the net, 24-18.
She could be the difference in this game.
2 minutes remaining in the first half, and a foul called there on Carrie Woodward. Number 44, 5'8" junior. Ayotte gets it inside. Marquis. See who they go to. Marquis, and again, fakes, goes by Carver, puts it up, and no good. Nice move by Marquis to get in there, but couldn't make it go down. 142, Tricia Carver to Chelsea Carver. Tricia Carver. Outside Andrews is open again. Off the rim. And Marquis with a rebound. Triple teamed. Finally gets free. And now it's scrambled for on the floor. Ayotte. And
Keith, it's awful hard to get any type of a fast break going when you deny the outlet pass like Jonesport Beals is doing.
And now it comes in and it's stolen by Ayotte.
Double dribble.
And
yep, we had a double dribble on that.
Double dribble violation.
got a couple of double dribble violations on Van Buren.
Van Buren substitution number 20, Heather Parent.
Another Parent coming back in, replacing Kristen Ayotte.
6-point lead for the Royalettes, 24-18. As they work it around, you get a whistle and a foul.
Foul's going to be on Wright for holding Carver. She was trying to come through the lane. That'll be her first, team's first foul, Keith.
Wow.
With 1:17 to go in the half.
Van Buren foul on number 12, Christy Wright, her first personal, first team.
It's part of the reason the first half seems to have moved along pretty rapidly.
Been very clean, only 6 fouls the whole half.
Comes in almost stolen. Carver has it. Tricia Carver moves in the lane, puts it up, but she's called for steps. Christy Wright will play it in. Up court.
Merchant
Gets
got
it
a
to
hand
Heather
on it.
Parent, but it's stolen back by Merchant. Stops into Carver, knocked away. Good defense, and now they come down court. Sirois all the way in, drives it off under the basket, and draws the foul.
Woodward's going to pick up that foul. That'll be her second. And the team's sixth.
On number 44, Carrie Woodward, her second personal. 16 on the line, number 24, Nicole Sirois.
Sirois is a 5'2" junior, number 24 on the line for a pair of shots.
Number 12,
Samantha Stewart checking back in. We saw some great foul shooting in that game this afternoon. She had scored 35 points from the line. It was a Class B tournament record. Actually, it was a record for all classes.
Sirois hits both ends. 24-20 now. Jonesport Beals, 55 seconds remaining in the half. And a foul the other way on Sirois. That's only their second.
Number 24, Nicole Sirois, their first, second team.
Angela Merchant has the ball in her hands, inbounds it to Andrews. She gives it back to Merchant, guarded by Corbin inside Tricia Carver, and over on the side. Shot is missed by Amy Carver. The Crusaders have it. With 38 seconds to work with, this is Corbin. Right inside to Marquis. Shot is blocked by Carver. Marquis back with it. And outside for the long shot that misses by Wright. And the Crusaders are hurrying down court to take advantage of the 20 seconds left. Merchant with a long pop that's off the rim. And the rebound to Van Buren with 11 seconds remaining.
Van Buren's doing a very good job on the boards, limiting him to the one shot.
Corbin, 4 seconds. Shot is up and missed by Parent. That ends the first half with Jonesport Beals up 24-20. Really a tight game. Superior height by Jonesport Beals, but good perimeter shooting early in the game by Van Buren, and Van Buren is not getting in any real foul trouble.
Exactly. If you're Van Buren, you've got to be pretty happy with the way this first half has gone. You know, as you look at it on paper, the potential for Jonesport Beals really to run away with this, and Van Buren's done the things they need to do to make this a game. As you said, some very good outside shooting, but I think rebounding has been a key as well. They've been able to pretty much limit Jonesport Beals to the one shot, and you know, Jonesport Beals has had, I must say that Sonia Andrews has done a real nice job for them. Okay, we're going to take a look at the halftime stats. When you look at field goals, Van Buren was 9 for 23 from 39% from the floor. Jonesport Beals 12 for 24, 50%. Free throw department, not a lot to work with there. As we said, very clean first half. Van Buren was able to nail both their foul shots, 100% from the line, and Jonesport Beals never got themselves there. Turnovers, Van Buren had 10 and Jonesport Beals 5.
Back at the Bangor Auditorium, we're set for the second half of this Eastern D semifinal matchup, and it's close contest with the favored Jonesport Beals leading, but only by 4 points, and so it'll be interesting to see what Van Buren can do to keep it close in the second half. Lisa.
Well, again, I think they need to keep up the defensive work that they've done in the first half. The other thing is, the one thing that I think Van Buren's going to have to do is try to figure out how they're going to penetrate against that man-to-man defense that Jonesport Beals has put up in the second quarter. They had a little bit of difficulty with that. They weren't getting the movement out of the offense that they needed, so we'll see what adjustments they've made there.
And we'll see what adjustments Jonesport Beals may also do if they, in fact, feel that they're in danger, which I'm sure they're in a closer game than they might have suspected at this point. We'll see if they do anything differently as well. And now a foul quickly being called on Angela Merchant, trying to get the ball back as the Crusaders inbounded it. So Wright will play it in. Second foul on Merchant, guarded by Durkee. And inside it comes. Nice pass to Markey. She couldn't get the shot out. This time she does, but it misses. Intimidation factor there. Tricia Carver standing with her hands high to keep Markey from getting it in. Andrews again. Fought for. Nice rebound by Christy Wright. And Gaillon to Corbin, and open is Ayotte.
Kristen Ayotte.
Good ball movement that time by the Crusaders. They're down by just 2. Some pressure coming in backcourt. Carver, though, in there, up and off the basket. Backboard. Very smooth. 26-24.
Both teams coming out with a little bit of full court pressure.
Durkee fakes, goes in. Missing. Samantha Stewart with the ball now. Looking inside. Now she drives inside. Now back to Andrews. Takes a long run and good. Good. She's been connecting this evening.
Picked up right where she left off in the first half.
Coach Blaine Steves on the sideline likes what he sees from Andrews. Right with it. Long pass down court. Tipped out of bounds.
I think Carver got a hand on that.
Wright still having trouble with her sneaker lacing. Guarded on the end line by Lillian Durkee. Comes out to Corbin, and now Corbin is tied up by Merchant. And the ball will go to Jonesport Beals. Full court pressure coming from the Crusaders. This is Andrews. Gets it to Stewart in forecourt. Guarded closely by Gaillon. Foul line shot by Merchant, high off the rim. And the rebound down to Marquis.
Only able to get one shot, but turnover there as Marquis tried to get the ball to Corbin. Corbin was coming at it, and the ball was by her ankles. Off her feet and out.
The Jonesport Beals gets it back. Angela Merchant with the ball. Out to Andrews, drives in the lane, stops, in the corner goes to Merchant. Carver spins around, doesn't get the roll this time. And Ayotte for the rebound for the Crusaders. She gives it off to Gaillon. Ayotte. And Gaillon play pass with it outside. Durkee moves in.
Actually, that was Marquis.
Marquis moves
been able
in.
to get around on the baseline a couple times. And right there was a travel, but notice that the Crusaders were able to get 3 chances at the basket. couldn't knock it down, but Jonesport Beals needs to do a little bit better job boxing out.
Crusaders are really hustling in there. A smaller team, but they are hustling. And now there's a foul on the Crusaders. Andrews will play it in.
On number 10, Kristen Ayot. Her second.
Ayot's second foul. Each team has one foul in the second half. Stewart fakes, dribbles, jump shot from deep on the side. Rebound coming down to Corbin, quickly down court to Gaillon. Back to Ayot, up and doesn't get the roll, and right there for the rebound is Tricia Carver. Quickly down court to Merchant leading the pack. She puts it up and off. Rebound knocked around and picked up by Stewart, and she gets the basket for Jonesport Beals. Coach Blaine Steves approves. 30-22 now.
They were able to keep the ball alive that time, and they, as we said, they haven't had many second looks at the basket.
Jonesport Beals, substitution number 55, Amy Carver.
Amy Carver will give Lillian Durkee a rest. 5'8" freshman, number 55. Inside, Tricia Carver turns around, but she's guarded closely and loses the ball.
She turned right into the defender. Each time she's getting her hands on the ball, there's at least 3 Crusader defenders right there on her.
Sonia Andrews, her third personal, second team.
Andrews picks up her third foul. And I believe we're going to have a timeout. A full timeout by Van Buren. Coach Steve LaPierre wants to talk things over.
Wants to try to keep it from getting out of hand right now while he can.
So one of the things they're going to talk about is trying to take care of the basketball a little bit better. Got to cut down on turnovers.
You get the sense that if Jonesport Beals builds up a lead of 10 or 15 points, it's going to be awfully hard for Van Buren to get back in this ball game.
Yeah, one of the things, as we said, Jonesport Beals is going to have to start doing a better job of boxing out and hustling a little more after the loose balls, and that's what they did these last couple of minutes, and that's why they've been able to extend to an 8-point lead.
So a timeout by Van Buren to try to stop the bleeding before the wound gets deep. Corbin with the basketball for the Crusaders. Nice pass to Ayot, intended for Marquis. Now picked up by Wright, too high. Marquis' shot is blocked. Marquis' second shot is blocked, and they're calling a foul this time on Carver.
Carver got the first block, but Marquis, battling hard on the inside, kept going right at her till she drew the foul. That'll be the second foul
Number 32, Tricia Carver.
on Tricia Carver, and Marquis will go to the line.
Her second.
Marquis has been strong inside for Crusaders. She's not as big, not as powerful looking as Tricia Carver. Carver is 6 feet tall, and Marquis is listed at 5'9", but she's a good inside player. 30-22 still. As Marquis misses. Samantha Stewart looks for the shot, fakes, starts to go inside, moves around, maneuvers, puts it back to Carver in the corner, now into Tricia Carver in the lane, goes right up and in.
Good hands there, too. That was a tough pass to handle.
Awfully hard to stop. 32-22, a 10-point lead now. Shot missing by Ayot, up and in by Marquis.
Keep getting second shots like that, you'll climb right back into it.
Marquis is a tough ball player now. It's taken by Ayot, stolen back, and tied up Ayot and Carver. And traveling violation called on Carver. Wright will play the ball in to Corbin. 3:57 remaining in the third period. Corbin with it, over to Ayot. Coming out to meet it is Gaillon. Goes inside. Ayot again. Gaillon. Corbin. 3:35, 32-24, 8-point lead for Jonesport Beals. Ayot, now the ball is knocked loose by Merchant, almost gets the steal. Knocks it back court, and she fouls coming back into forecourt.
You could see that coming. One of those situations where she thought she had the steal, she lost it back, and she was determined to get it back at whatever cost, and the cost was a foul.
14 fouls now on Jonesport Beals. Wright taking the ball out of bounds. Pass inside, stolen by Carver. Quickly down court to Stewart. Goes right to the basket. Rebound coming down to Wright. Tightly guarded. Now the other way, it's almost lost by Ayot, and a traveling violation called on Ayot. She never really quite had control, or when she did, she couldn't keep from bobbling the ball while she was taking steps. .305 left in the third period. This is Carver. Merchant inside for the shot that's up and out by Amy Carver, and a foul.
Maybe not able to knock that one down. That's the one where you like to see them when they take that turnaround jumper be able to go off glass. Increase your chances of scoring that way.
Carver, Amy Carver's first foul, and that's the fifth team foul for Jonesport Beals. One team foul on Van Buren. Inside, Marquis goes by Carver. Carver blocks the shot and touches it, deflects it out of bounds.
Marquis been able to beat her to the baseline several times, but that time it was almost as if Carver kind of baited her into it and then went for the block.
There's Marquis, can't get by Carver. Another block by Carver and a foul. So Carver is...
She's picked up number 3.
Jonesport Beals on number 32, Tricia Carver.
And if you're Van Buren, you want to keep going right at her.
Drawing those fouls, right, and Marquis is doing that, and she's on the line now for 2 shots. So good, and Stewart with the rebound. Now it's taken back the other way as Amy Carver can't get a handle on it. Marquis back to Corbin in the corner for the shot that's good by Nicole Sirois. Sirois, who just came into the game a while ago. Angela Merchant to Carver.
Van Buren has picked up the intensity. Some quick
really
guards out front.
Sirois gets called for the foul. She had her hand on the ball, but also on Carver's arm. But that's only the second team foul.
On number 24, Nicole Sirois. Second team.
Merchant will play it in. Back in the ball game now is Lillian Durkee for Jonesport Beals. 5'7" junior checks back in. And Amy Carver goes to the bench. Stewart with the ball. And Merchant inside to Tricia Carver. Stewart is open. Can't connect. Quickly comes Van Buren back down the court. Marquis gets it outside to right. The long three-point attempt missing. And Jonesport Beals comes back with it.
We get the bump by Sirois. Be the team's third foul.
Foul on Van Buren, number 24, Nicole Sirois. That's her third personal, 13.
Chelsea Carver with the ball.
Crusaders in a 2-3 zone, and they're really the guards out front that they have in right now, Sirois and Corbin, can really bother you outside.
Another foul called as Stewart Starts to go down the lane.
On number 15, Nicole Corbin. That's her first personal, 14.
Corbin is credited with the foul. And there are 14 fouls on Van Buren and 6 team fouls for Jonesport Beals. Stewart on the line for 2 shots. A look at coach Steve LaPierre. Stewart makes it 33-26. And now 34-26.
Those are the first foul shots that Jonesport Beals has taken all game.
Relatively foul-free compared with some games, compared with the game we saw this afternoon between Shedd and Fort Fairfield. Marquis with the ball. Corbin, and the shot is up and missing everything by Heather Parent. Let the Crusaders get it back. Wright and Corbin. And here's a long pop that misses by Nicole Sirois. Stewart controlling the ball for Jonesport Beals. Merchant, long shot off the rim. Ball tipped high. Merchant getting it back. Nice steal that time by Sirois. Coming down court now. Throwing it inside to Corbin. Back out to Marquis. They can't connect in the last few minutes. They've had their shots, but they're just not going down. And there's another foul, a tripping foul down at the Jonesport Beals end of the court.
Really, Crusaders kind of forcing some shots up and missing wide on the last 3 or 4 shots, as you mentioned. They just picked up their 5th team foul.
And their shooting has really cooled off in this second half or this period.
And that's the one that's basically unstoppable. You get her down low, one-on-one. And I like, as I said before, I like the way she uses the backboard.
Carver gives them a 10-point lead, 36-26 with 18 seconds remaining in the 3rd period. Let's see what Van Buren can do. 10 seconds. Inside, ball is almost lost and jammed up there by Wright, and she's fouled. So she'll go on the line with 7 seconds.
Foul's going to be on Durkee. And that's one of those fouls that you hate to pick up down there, because Wright was actually too far underneath the basket. As she put her shot up, it actually went under the backboard. You can see she's out of position. So you really are just helping her out there as she knocks down her first foul shot.
Crusaders keeping it relatively close. It's 36-27 and now 28. So it's an 8-point ball game. Long pass down court to Merchant, drives in, rebound taken down by Marquis. Corbin with the ball. The gun goes off, ending the 3rd period with the score 36-28, and we'll be back in a moment.
36, Van Buren 28.
You're watching tournament basketball on the stations of Maine PBS.
And we are back at the Bangor Auditorium for the final 8 minutes of this contest, this Class D semifinal match between Van Buren, the Crusaders, and the Jonesport Beals Royalettes. Jonesport Beals leading it 36-28. The winner advances to the Eastern Maine Final. And you can see that game on Maine PBS on Saturday. This is Corbin for the Crusaders in the yellow uniforms. Gaillon. Corbin looks to take the 3, changes her mind, Wright with it, back out to Corbin. And now it comes over to Ayotte. Wright goes inside, puts it up, doesn't get the shot. Rebound taken down in there by Lillian Durkee.
Durkee had good inside position that time.
Samantha Stewart driving. And comes back out to Tricia Carver. Now Andrews will work it around. 8-point lead for Jonesport Beals. Andrews goes right, then goes left. Into Carver, down low, up and off. Carver was alone that time and missed the bucket. And now a foul being called as Lillian Durkee tries to put it back up. And she'll go on the line for 2.
Second chance is paying off for Jonesport Beals right now. As you mentioned, Carver all alone, but actually kind of off balance, got herself too far underneath. Durkee was there for the offensive board. And she's on the line for 2. This is the first one.
Van Buren able to stay within striking distance. They've been behind, though, most of the time by 6, 8, 10 points. Now it's a 9-point lead by Jonesport Beals. Now a steal. Merchant down to Andrews. Fast break, up and in. Andrews has a real soft touch, both on the layups and on her perimeter shooting. She really has a sharp eye.
She's having a great game tonight.
Now it's stolen by Merchant. Coming down, leading the pack and laying in. Now they open it up to a 12-point lead, 13-point lead, 41-28.
We mentioned they were going to have to take care of the basketball.
Corbin inside Ayotte.
And travel.
Gaillon going up to the basket and traveling.
Heather Parent and Nicole Sirois checking back into the game.
Andrews with the ball to Stewart. Takes a long 3-point shot. And the rebound down to right of Van Buren. Now it's lost back. Bad pass. Andrews up and off. Rebound taken down in there by Stewart of Jonesport Beals. Gets it to Tricia Carver. And Andrews will bring it back out and set it up.
Turnover's really starting to hurt the Crusaders. Jonesport Beals able to score 4 points, and now they've got another chance to go with the basket here.
Carver starts to spin. She may have twisted her
ankle.
ankle. And she rolled her ankle. She tried to go the other way. She tried to reverse direction.
No contact on that one. As you said, she just rolled it. She tried to cut back.
She was going to the right side. She wanted to cut back in the lane and go left.
And if you've ever done that before, you know that feeling, and it is not a good one. You feel it in your stomach.
Andrews.
Trainer Wes Jordan out taking a look.
Limping gingerly on that left foot. She wants to stay in there. Looks like she's trying
the type of game she's having tonight, I'd want to stay in there too. I'm going to see if we can pick that up. So she was trying to cut back here. Right there, you can see she rolled it.
For Jonesport Beals, number 34, Chelsea Carver, replaces Sonia Andrews.
A big game for Andrews, who is out at least for now. Chelsea Carver coming in to take her place, number 34. Tricia Carver with the ball now. Fakes, starts to go inside, gives it to Chelsea Carver. Now it's stolen by Sirois. It's stolen back by Merchant, and Sirois commits the foul. How often that happens when you lose the ball, try to get it back, and you're frustrated and you get called for the foul.
That's 4 personal, 17. Number 40, Angela Merchant on the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Angela Merchant. There's the play again. Merchant knocked to the floor by Sirois. Missing the one in front end of the 1 and 1,
I think
and a
we've got
tie-up.
another ankle. It looks like Denise Marquis may have come down on the side of her ankle as well. And Wes is going to have to come back out. I don't even think he knows yet that he's still over there working on Andrews.
Coincidental, really, to have 2 similar accidents back-to-back on the court.
Well, generally, the way that Marquis went down, that's the way you usually see them happen. A lot of times you'll go up for the rebound, you'll come down, you may come down on someone else's foot, and generally you roll that ankle in. It almost looked like Andrew's ankle went the other way, kind of rolled it to the outside.
2 of their leading ball players have fallen in a matter of a minute or so. And now Marquis will be helped to the bench. 2 of the games, each team, the leading ball player for each team. Andrews on the bench for Jonesport Beals. And Marquis out.
like Andrews might be ready to check back in a few minutes.
Lillian Durkee makes it 43-28 for Jonesport Beals. Corbin. Sirois into Parent. Sirois, cross-court pass to Ayotte. And Wright takes the shot. Off the rim. Up and in by Ayotte.
Good follow. Nice soft touch.
43-30. As the Crusaders try to keep this one from getting out of hand. 5 minutes remaining in the ball game. Tricia Carver with it down low. Durkee again.
Carver sees the floor very well and dumps it down inside to Durkee.
Corbin for the Crusaders to Wright, back to Corbin. Corbin tries for 3, in and out.
And that's been the story of the second half. Those shots that were falling for them in the first half just haven't been able to go this second period.
Durkee with the rebound. Merchant, and there's Carver with the left hand. Going up with the left hand to keep the defense away. 47-30, and Van Buren needs a timeout.
That's the biggest lead of the game so far. 17-point lead here with 4:25 left to go in the game.
Full timeout taken by Van Buren.
24-20 at halftime, and now Jonesport blew a big lead. Glenn Libby, Steve LaPierre, and now Blaine Steves talking things over with the Jonesport Beals girls, who anticipate advancing if they can hang on to a 17-point lead for 4 minutes and 25 seconds. They'll be in the Eastern Maine Final on Saturday, and the winner of this game will play Shed of Eastport.
It's a big blow to Van Buren at this point to have Denise Marquis sitting on the bench. They were able to have some success when they were trying to get the ball into her down low. They were able to draw a couple fouls on Carver, and they were actually getting 2 and 3 looks at the basket. But she's over there with ice on her ankle. It doesn't look like she'll be coming back in the game.
Ball tapped out of bounds by Kerry Woodward in the lineup for the Royalettes, number 44, 5'8" junior. Wright brings it into Sirois. Inside, Parent's shot is blocked, and she draws the foul.
Carver going for the block.
Jonesport Beals foul on number 32, Tricia Carver, her 4th personal, 18 on the line, number 20, Heather Parent, shooting 2.
Carver just put her 4th foul up, 8 team fouls on Jonesport Beals.
Take a look at that here as we're coming across the lane.
For Jonesport Beals.
Carver going to the bench for the first time tonight. Andrews back in the ball game. Her ankle is playworthy.
Jonesport Beals kind of spreading things out right now, hoping to be able to find the lane, and I'm telling you, everything she's throwing up tonight's going in.
She almost lost that ball. She had it, she was holding it to her side and finally got the shot up. Good balance.
You're going to have one of those nights. The Bangor Auditorium's not a bad place to have it.
Ayotte missing badly, and now the ball goes out of bounds, and the Crusaders maintain control. Parent stepping off. Parent gets the rebound, puts it up, doesn't get the roll. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Jonesport Beals. And the Crusaders will maintain control. 3:37 remaining in the ball game. 49-30. Corbin gets it. Sirois into Parent. And back in the corner to Wright. Fair ball. Jonesport Beals back down court. Amy Carver, 55, handing it to Stewart, number 12, with the ball, driving in the lane.
Oh, nice pass, but we got a player control foul on Stewart. Came through the lane.
Nice idea, pass intended for Durkee.
Wright did a nice job of stepping up and drawing that foul.
Number 12, player
One for the
control
team.
foul on Samantha Stewart, her first, team's 9th.
Big 19-point lead now with 3:17 left in the ball game. Parent is open, but she dribbled first and then didn't have the shot after that. Now here comes Andrews again in the crowd, puts it up and in.
He was 1 on 4 and still scored.
He's piling up the points this evening. Now up and off is Parent. After Siwa missed, Parent gets it back. Right. Ayok back to right.
And he just can't buy one. But able to get inside position was Right, and she drew the foul from Samantha Stewart. Try to pick up some substitutions as they come in. They'll be coming in on the second foul shot.
On the line for Van Buren is number 12.
Right stays with it, gets that inside position. Stewart picks up her second foul.
Christy Wright is a big contributor for Van Buren. She's just a sophomore, 5'8" sophomore.
Van Buren substitution number 52.
Morgan Parent in the lineup now for the Crusaders, number 52, 5'7" senior.
And Gianna Woodward, number 14, has checked in for Jonesport Beals. She's a 5'3" freshman. Along with Katie Griffin, a 5'8" freshman.
Right missing. Andrews with it. To Carver. And back to Andrews. Carver's open. Good. And a foul on the rebound.
And we'll go to the other end for the 1-and-1. Excuse me, 2-shot foul.
All the fouls coming in the second half. First half was relatively foul-free.
Right on the line, 2.
And now there's a lot of scrambling, and
20-second timeout.
The team's getting a bit ragged.
It'll be a 20-second timeout for Coach Steve LaPierre. I think he's going to be going to his bench, or has been putting in some subs. Just wants to make sure everybody knows what they're doing.
Boys contest to follow this one. We hope you'll stay tuned for the game between the Jonesport Beals boys and Central Aroostook. Will follow immediately after this contest to decide who will go to the Eastern Maine Class D final on Saturday. Christy Wright on the line again, on for 2. Having trouble finding the range from the foul line. Second shot by Wright is high, but off the glass.
Violation, didn't hit the rim.
Lane violation. Oh, didn't hit the rim. That's off the backboard. Now it's tied up. So the clock is not running much late in this game.
Well, there's been quite a few turnovers, Keith, and I think that's been one of the downfalls of Van Buren is each time they did turn it over, Jonesport Beals was able to capitalize on the other end. And then Van Buren just went cold from the floor here in this third and fourth period. They did well in the first half to stay with Jonesport Beals, and they did so with some great outside shooting, but that kind of dried up here in the second half.
Lane violation. Was that 3 seconds in the lane?
In now for Van Buren. Kyla LaPlante has now checked in, number 11, a 5'2" sophomore. Also in now for Van Buren, number 30, Nikki Lagasse, a 5'7" junior.
And the Crusaders come down court with 1:58 remaining in the ball game. Everybody getting a chance to play at least. And now underneath, the shot is up and off on Morgan Parent, and a foul.
Missed the first one, but stayed with it and earns herself a trip to the line.
5'7" Parent, number 52 is a senior.
Her second. On the line, number 52.
On for 2 shots.
Morgan Parent, shooting 2.
Boy, the Crusaders having tough luck at the foul line in the last part of this game.
Roberta Garnett has now checked in for Jonesport Beals. She's number 54, and she's a 5'9" sophomore.
Parent connects, making it 33 points for her team, down by 18. 51-33, 150 remaining in the ball game.
Shafay Look now is checking in. She's number 24 and a 5'5" freshman. Four freshmen in the Jonesport Beals team roster.
Royalettes with the ball. Shafay Look dribbling and drawing the foul. Everybody getting a chance to play on the Bangor Auditorium floor this evening.
It's going to be a 1-and-1 situation here. Coming in now for Van Buren, number 44, Jessica Ayotte, 5'8" junior.
Shafay Look on the line, 5'9" freshman. Look shot is up and good. And it's 52-33, a 19-point lead for the Royalettes, the blue and white Royalettes from Jonesport Beals. 53-33, they extend the lead to 20. Kyla LaPlante getting it down court. Gaillon back to LaPlante, and a shot, long shot from the corner is close by Morgan Parent, in and out. And a traveling violation coming back the other way on Kate Griffin. Kate Griffin called for steps. 1:28 remaining in the ball game. Everybody getting a chance to play. This is Gaillon. And now Parent again. Nice shot by Morgan Parent. She had the range last time. This time she cans it. 53-35. Shafay Look all the way to the basket, up and in.
Nobody stopped it. Nobody stopped the ball that time. Had an open lane.
Gaillon the other way. 1 minute remaining. Inside. The shot is up and missing.
Got a timeout here again.
Jessica Ayotte.
Van Buren, I think an opportunity to get another player into the game. Take a look at the huddle. Trying to see, there was a substitute waiting to come in. We'll try to pick that up for you.
Well, on the strength of Andrews' driving shots and outside connections and Trisha Carver's inside work, they extended that lead. Once they started pulling away, they pulled away for good, and it's a 20-point lead right now.
I think Andrews really was the key to this game for Jonesport Beals. She really stepped it up, especially in the first half when Carver wasn't really able to be much of an offensive factor. She also caused quite a few turnovers here in the second half, which ended up being converted into points.
Katie Griffin on the line now for Jonesport Beals. 1-and-1. 5'8" freshman missing. And the ball is tied up.
Jump ball.
And Jonesport Beals will keep it. Jump shot missing by Gifford Griffin. Long down court pass for the shot that's up and under the basket by Kyla LaPlante. Rolls around loose on the floor. 34 seconds. Jonesport Beals coming back. Shafay Look almost losing the ball, picking it up in the corner. Coming back outside where it's tied up again.
Jump ball.
A little ragged right here in the last minute or so, but they're having some fun out there. You see the smiles on their faces.
Kyla LaPlante comes into forecourt with it. Gets it down to Parent. And back outside for the nice shot by Morgan Parent. Boy, she's been connecting in that corner. 55-37, but the game is way out of reach. Parent, they'd like to get one more off, but there's 2 seconds here. Not in time. So Jonesport Beals moves on to the Eastern Maine Final, winning this one 55-37 over Van Buren.